pretty much every map, it feels like. K-Cop on defense, Giants on attack.
I would say more comfort picks for the side of
K-Cop's comp on defense, I mean, you're probably going aggro. Right side, weak side-ish. Yeah, and then you TP out, maybe? Sure, yeah, there goes a TP already. One and TP out. Lovely. Insta flash sends it as well, what a beast. Dude, he's been impactful in pistols.
Their game plan is going to be something that we study as these rounds go on. Problem is, you get to anti-strat them on a lot of other maps, Tom. When it comes to Fracture, you're showing what Aang's been cooking behind the scenes, and with a Tejo already on the board, I'm terrified for what GX are going to be coming up against, because they were ready on blind.
Maybe Tamazi can win the round.
They had adaptations, a little bit more difficult to do when you come in blind. Nice kill by Tamazi though. Pistol's not gone just yet.
No, he's done well. And definitely had high impact rounds.
That's a bit too much.
One of them, though, immediately reduced to ashes, trying to be proactive of those remaining players, and they are being picked apart all onto Runner, and he is stuck on the site with utility coming his way.
Hey, nice. This is 4-1. 4-1 for pistols. K-Cop owning the pistols at the moment. Mostly because Martin, I feel like he keeps getting 2-3.
Again, going back to a team that had a lot of similar traits. Okay, maybe had
I see the Nilzinho interview yesterday, and honestly, if I knew it was Nilzinho getting interviewed, I probably would have stuck around. What was he saying? Anything interesting?
They won the entire thing, and that was because there was a lot of time for Aang and Zeiss to build what they had prepared. Now throw Sadak into the mix, you have some of the, well, the biggest brains in all of Valorant working together, and they had the time to do so. Now, obviously, that could change if they
investing a little bit into this one.
Looking a little bit different, but as you said, like going into a map with no data, you have to adapt on the fly. Credit where it's due, though. GX were able to do that in both maps, so I'm not going to count them out just because compositionally it looks like KC have come up with something that will be hard to play against.
Okay, well, the drone spots are literally nothing over towards here, so you can start focusing a little bit heavier over towards Dish. Looks like Giants are just trying to get as many orbs as possible in their eco, get the breach ult fast as possible.
Will it work? Because it will work in some way, shape, or form, and it's GX's obligation, I suppose, to put a wrench in those plans.
Watching NA as well? Yeah, we'll watch that after.
Looks like for now, the orbs will be taken in the early round.
Why are they so Yoru built? I mean, Yoru's in a good spot.
To dive in with these lighter pistols, but when they do come to trading blows,
I think
Tamazi having sheriffs west side on the coast as well, it's going to give them a couple chances to it.
I feel like the Rays could be nice on some of the maps they use in, but
KC have 2 pistols, so you really need
this is what they like. This is what they like.
Well, stun connects onto one. Elite just wanting to try and hold on to the tower as they look to pressure. Again, plant looking inevitable, but anything else?
Martin is farming at the moment. Okay, one away from his ult. Ooh, they've done really nice for damage here. You got an 8 if you want it.
This starting to get a little bit dangerous, but he has to get in onto that spike, look to try and deny, and he
ooh,
will
what a shot.
Be able to. Still an incredibly
it's a lot of damage.
Only one man
yeah, they're going to have 3 guns for this bonus.
Yeah, well, we came into that talking about
yeah, the Yoru's fine. It's just that certain maps like the Bind and stuff, the nade's just like really big. But Yoru's probably great against a lot of the comps that I'm not sure if they're meta right now, but like the new like Vice, Teo stuff.
And now it comes down to capitalizing on it. Their bonus round, where we've seen KC come into these rounds with 4 Vandals and a Bulldog, well, instead they have 3
Okay, for the bonus they decide to go proper aggro.
If they can get it,
yeah, and then insert. Ooh, big fan of this. Inserting one into under reminds me of the
we're seeing that sort of top side push at the same
the Talon lock-in. Was it lock-in, kickoff, lock-in, whatever it's called? When they used to have the neon that ran all the way to the bottom, that was awesome. Okay, smokes get committed, so Sadak absolutely sends it through. I thought maybe Martin would go with him, but decided against it.
It is going to be a slower approach. In goes the decoy. In goes the flash. West side's pushed back. Rifle is the one.
Yeah, this crossfire should be so strong. Tamazi just owns him, right?
Tamazi had a perfect spot. That rifle down in the open, no longer a concern. And the only man who was armed to the teeth, other than Martin, was Elite. He's not quite in the fight, and at this point, he's thinking about not joining it at all.
Yeah, it would be nice for Elite to save just purely because Rana is one away from an ult. It's one of the easier maps to make sure you can get an ult blow, but we could maybe do something aggro.
We've got to make sure that we're patient for any sort of early aggression, and then from that point onwards, we just capitalize off trading and making sure that we're in the right place. Good round from them. But this is sort of where we expect this game to get going a little bit.
Yeah. Well, exactly. This is where the pace picks up.
See, I like the thought process of Sadak there, but we got to have team going in with him. Once the Brim ult's down, like if you can stop them getting through your own smokes, then it's incredible. You pretty much win the round. But
I'm assuming that's what we're going to see. This is a full round.
Benton, thank you so much, mate.
They're all stacked up.
I see you still.
That's left on the other side of the map. Probably going to be
okay, K-Cop go for the trap play of camera spots, they stun, and then they double damage.
They're coming straight to him with early presence.
I say double damage, I mean the tail damage.
If they decide to go direct in and not
Orb gets picked up.
This
It's breach ult, and K-Cop are playing just full retake on this one. Are they going to do the classic ult from underpass? Yeah, ult from underpass. It's an EG special. EG Fnatic love this one.
The question will be, is it immediate TP out? I wonder if it might be. Oh, not
greedy.
Probably
Probably should have just TP'd with the ult.
But it doesn't matter now.
They've rotated so quickly because of this Cypher setup over on the A side. Has full control. 4 players there early. It's a good job they got that util down because they're still present on this side of the map.
Oh man, they are just wrecking them though.
15 HP. Recovered the
Wait, how did Tamazi get pumped?
In the south side, he's in B main now. So there's no way to get on site. There's no way to plant it. And this guy doesn't want to go dry swinging, no utility, and just hope that one stray bullet doesn't take him down.
They're going to learn about this guy pretty fast because of the trip here. Camera's going to spot as well. Like now, if he checks it.
He's walked straight into it, or at least
Wait,
destroyed it.
wait, what? I thought he saw him.
They didn't go all the way. Too quick.
Yeah, and they didn't check the camera.
This difficult round is looking beyond doable with Purpo so low. If Sadak can get him taken down, there is a
and Cloud
chance,
just spots and then Purpo swings off of the contact.
Waiting for Cloud's contact, perfectly played so far, and it's Sadak who needs to
very nice. Yeah, K-Cop messed up a little bit on this one. Got don't know, really wanted to take the map control.
I don't know what happened with that kill from Cloud.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to do this.
Because we cut away just at the moment that the swing came in to sort of.
They had a lot of mess ups.
I don't know how he didn't see Cloud. Maybe he just paused at the exact right moment not to get seen around that corner. Yeah, like that's what I mean. It looks like he should have seen something, right? Or then maybe that's just like
peeking as well. Maybe he's a little closer to the wall. Yeah. I don't think so, though.
That was just weird. It was almost like I can't see him, he can't see me. Sort of, I'm like, no, you are not here. I'm now facing the away, but.
Couple of mistakes all in one round, force him down to an eco.
Especially with the player on site being so low, back to pistols, and again, that solitary rifle for Elite. They do have a stack in the right place at the right time, but Purpo,
nice shot.
I was about to say, he's very good at getting entry kills.
Yeah, it's not like they're up against a massive buy. The only one, again, with the rifle in play is going to be Elite, but still
yeah, all that.
Nonetheless, that also gets added to that tally. Sadak dropped. We see less and less opportunity for KC to overwhelm GX. The numbers heavily favoring the other side, and really the question is, can Elite make this costly? He drops one, but that's not quite going to do it. So we're left to Martin, 1v4. See how many he could drop. The answer is none. And this is a dominant resurgence.
Yeah, it's great for the money.
They get to build a huge credit advantage coming out of this one.
That's the thing, again, that you go back to the previous map. Although a lot of the buy rounds were incredibly close, the
Benton, thank you so much, mate.
Well, I think most rounds, they probably had 3-4 players surviving in them.
Appreciate the bits.
So when they do lose a round, they always had a repurchase. I don't think that was necessarily the case. Okay, so he did genuinely see him, and it was just like a blip. Like, it didn't,
lapse in judgment.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the replay, but yeah, it just proves almost.
Astro or Brim and Fracture?
I mean, it looks
Both are
silly
good.
for us, but, you know, it's one
Fine
of those
with
things where
Eva.
he's cleared most of it, probably
I think with K-Corp's comp, the Astra is a must.
Someone in his ear going,
I think
"Oh,
the
we need
combo
you."
of these three is just incredible.
It happens. It happens. It's just the chaos of a live game. Oh, I like this
Whoa,
idea.
almost.
All these players stuck. The nade's gone through, but
That's denied the orbital strike as
Yeah,
well.
and
Like,
as
that
soon
was
as
just
they
used
try to
try and
actually
clear
take
the
any
control, and
space.
they can't capitalize on it because of the salvo.
it's a nice early
Yeah, it's
strat.
kind of just a wasted Brim ult,
Kept them way
but
back.
it was more just down to the goodness of K-Corp there in terms of what they
Lots
did.
of time.
Spots
They
2
re-cleared
only.
the stealth drone, knowing A main is still occupied. No need to
Yori-
move. Trap covering north
Keep
side
it-
as well. Satellite.
Okay, I was going to say,
unapproachable at
did
the
he...
moment.
I was going to wonder if he's going to
GX.
wander back here.
Well, this is one of those rounds where I mean, look, we're going to look.
Well,
at
we've
one
got 3
side. If he can
smokes,
break
so
that trap,
Martin
draw their eyes in
shouldn't
there,
be able to
that's
get a
gonna thin
chance
them
to
out,
do
and then it's
anything
the
here.
fight probably onto Martin from deep down. If he can land that, they go sand.
But do they peek before the
Actually
smoke
have
goes
a
down?
Position to fight from, but with 4 players on A, they need picks.
No.
Inside of GX.
Salvo came back on already.
It's
early
incredibly
trades.
bold. He got a kill though.
Abbas maybe caught in no man's land. There's been a couple of moments where I wonder if his own
Nice
kit
shot.
is becoming a burden. Sugetsu so close to hitting all of the shots, and Elite is coming in from behind as well. That's the spike down on the deck. Now Tomazi left with just 7 HP. Info of where he is, and he has to go sprinting. He's trying to bait. He's going towards the other side of the map. 15 seconds left. He would almost have to try and catch out Sadak, who's just waiting with the Rolling Thunder. His only goal to delay.
Okay,
And that's exactly
the ult
what
is
he
fine.
does.
They
The
just need a
kills are
round.
close.
Their money's so low.
level
If
things
they
up.
lose the round, they have to eco. So
Connect to start things
got an
out
ult to
again, 'cause
secure
the
it. And
game
honestly,
goes
Giants
on.
would be a little bit
I'm
happy with that.
Going to be worried about what
Respect the
KC
ult,
bring,
yeah.
attack side, what Aang's been cooking, but GX.
You gotta
those 3
you gotta
rounds in a
secure this
row, they
round.
start to look more and more dominant as
Probably
it
got the
goes
op in
on.
heaven as well, right?
Early aggro.
Something I've noticed is
I imagine.
our setup of calling it north side and south side
Yes.
is utterly perfect until there's a player called west side, and then it because for a second
Very true.
you said west side, and I was like, on the oh no, that's his name.
Saying B-side.
He's
Yeah, I like this from
ruined it
Giants.
after a couple of
Fake
years
pressure
of
on
being able to do
arcade.
that.
Damn it, man. I thought
Then
I
insta
I know it's
group
east side. Let's just-
split over towards A.
Well, that's the A side, Tom.
And K-Corp
Well,
have the
yeah,
most
that's
perfect
a
thing
fair
set
call.
up though.
Luckily,
Early
it's not a
cam,
player
realize
called
it's
north
fake
side or south
pressure.
side. Then we'd really have some
3
trouble.
people, almost 4 people over towards A site.
3-3 operator in the hands of Martin, and well, he's gonna have the gate crash out. Leaves him up close on the site, and the shorty is deployed. They weren't ready.
How?
To be right down below them, and he stepped through the smoke for more. Now that's a bridge too far, and he is punished. Putting it back to an even scenario. Purple looks for more, isolating the fights. It's getting a little
Wait,
bit
what?
spooky with the cosmic divide.
Okay, they got the spike. Okay, dude, I looked at that ult and I was like, wait, what? Didn't even realize they had the spike. Makes way more sense now I've seen the spike.
For the moment, Cloud may opt to try and reclaim a little bit of control, but the worry as well is that he's just lost his haunt. It's just been utilized. Doesn't have any prowlers, so it just had to be this swing. Door open.
Good nade.
Given the space to take the peek, and actually Cloud ends
Wow,
up
that
winning
was
it. And
very,
then
very
Sugetsu
nice.
facing the wrong way goes down. It's left onto the leader himself, but with 8
Okay,
there is
K-Corp.
no hope. Purpo is
1-9
into
loss
the-
bonus.
Another triple
1,
to add
2,
to his
3
growing
people can't
collection.
buy. They got 2
Another
hero guns
round
for this.
GX.
Another chance for Giants to get
Oh, that's
ults
gonna be
online, to
4
get
out of the
money
last
out.
5. You wonder when
Courageous,
KC
they're
come
doing
in with
great.
that pause. 12-3 start for Purple, like you say, Tom. He is lights out. at
Yeah,
the
this
moment,
nade helped
and
him.
thinking
And
back
then
on the last
K-Corp
map as
didn't
well,
react the same,
big
right? The nade
factors
goes
in a
in
lot
1
of those
swings and
round
1
wins was
hit.
this guy stepping
Yeah,
up.
see?
And opening jewels. His
They
opening
got to
jewels
just double
were
swing,
nuts.
really.
Oh.
We were looking at them earlier, and even going back to Bind, he was 9-4 in opening duels there. Raze was certainly working out. Last map, it wasn't as bad. It was 3-2. Wasn't as strong a statement. Tomazi,
Ooh,
oh, he's got something to recover from because
That'll
Westside's
help.
been taken down.
1 gun becomes 2.
The rifle's being recovered as well. So KC man advantage. They are up against an op. They are up against a showstopper. So they're
Brim
matched
op.
to the Brim op indeed.
The brim op. This is something, again, that seems to work better when you just have a duelist in every single position.
Yeah, investor
You can
double
have the
smokes. No vision over towards site until the drone clears it.
He's a
But
duelist.
1 more smoke and then we just had the luck over
Nonetheless,
towards A. So this is a free site, but
Still the
honestly,
advantage.
Martin is going to be
Looking at the
integral to
ult on the
this.
line as well,
Still
but,
has his ult if they want it.
you know, potential
Beacon of ult
to
goes over
use
towards
the
site,
site
stops the
completely.
plan,
They
and then
tried
if
to
they
combine
wanted
with
to,
the
they
stun
could
and
try
with the
fast
salvo.
flood.
hasn't done too much
Sadek at least wants to
damage.
fast
They
flood.
missed the boat on purpose. They keep missing players in sand.
What?
Yeah, it's a blind side, and it has come back to haunt them. Still, those two rifles are alive.
Nice shot.
And putting in the work. Martine doubles up on the impact of Purpo's ultimate.
1.
2 kills. And the site
Okay.
cleared, both players spotted.
And you can go up
Massive
top here.
information to play with. Decoy ready, fired out, but they know he's still in his ult, waiting for him to make the play. He's up top, he's being spotted. Cloud's looking for the kill, but this player's on their way straight forward. That runner is concerned with Cloud picking up the top player, leaves Segetsu alone. This was looking winnable. They had the info, they had the numbers, but they will not find the kills as time ticks away.
Wow, look at how they're playing it. That's so annoying. Nicely done from Giants.
That takes him down in the end. Another wonderful round.
Yeah,
from the
it's
side of
definitely safe
GX.
to say the
I
K-Corp
think they
weren't
do really well,
all
or
on
at
the
least they
same
have
page for
done
this
in
one.
match with some of the synergy. I remember thinking back to
Don't
the first
replay it.
and it was a lot more messy. I do think a lot of that was the well, Loon is a madman, so to have crossfires where Loon was attacking you kind of wasn't possible, and it became a little bit tougher for them. But I think, like, you look at the interplay between Runner and Cloud there, you have the aftershock, there's only one gap where the player can beat Prowler's in it, immediately. And they managed to make that work after, again, what was some decent early round play from KC. Now, something we've seen throughout this match is proactive pauses. This is not a proactive pause. This is a reactive pause. You have lost 5 of the last 6 rounds. Things are starting to look dangerous, and we could be seeing a team.
A lot of ults. Oh, it was so many
Kickoff
ults. How many
champions
actual
one
ults
year
was it?
to out first
There was
the next.
1,
First place to
2.
first
Was
out.
this
It's a
involved or
tough
not?
reality check.
There's
Again,
at least 2.
so many teams have been caught off by the level
Onto the
increase
eco.
across the board.
Yeah, it's
It
a
used to be
really,
going to kickoff, you see
really
a close
brutal
game
round to
started out,
lose.
you go, well,
Speaking of ults, Giants have got 2 great ones. They have to think a little bit about this because this should get cancelled by
it's not even like
the
upsets
this.
that we're calling. We're
Legend
just
for it.
seeing close games, good games. From the side of
One
GX,
Noided, thank you so
they're
much, man.
surprising me
Thank
here
you,
today.
with the
For
prime.
me,
Appreciate that.
KC,
Thank you for the
Eng,
3 months.
And again, looking back at last year, like you said, Tom, the whole point of they've had so much time to
Martin
cook
gets
this
the
map,
op
they
out.
haven't shown yet as well. That is where KC
And looks like they
are
were
at their
decisively
strongest.
sending it over towards A.
With a commanding lead. As you said, 2 rounds doesn't seem like that much, but 5 out of the last 6, now that's a big deal.
Okay, there's some kind of sound over towards here because they had to check. Fade Eye goes over the smoke to see if anyone's pushing. And now they can go their original plan. I wonder if they're going to Fade Eye. Like, they use the Fade Eye. Prowler, and then if the Prowler hits you, Breach Ult, and then they reactively push to where the Breach Ult is. Yeah. So it's like very similar to how K-Corp use their Breach. Sorry. Similar to how EG use their Breach Ult, but they kind of do it with the Sova Recon.
Lockdown comes into play though, and that puts too much pressure on. They have to try to back out. Segetsu gets caught in the process, and a couple more get detained. 3. In fact, the push is on. It's only Abez to defend. If he went down this round, was done. There could be a chance, even still.
That could be their undoing. The fact that Tomazzi doesn't find anything here, and that this could be 2 players. No, only the 1 spotted, but the stun goes through nonetheless. Cloud holding the line, and the trades go in their favor. Keeps them even for now.
Hello, Aves is the guided salvo is good, but Runner hasn't moved. He already had that ideal position. Beautiful stance, great execution. Despite a good
Unlucky
try
with
by
the shot.
Martin, even if he hits that shot.
This is a nice round from Giants. It's straight out of the EG playbook, but they added their version of it. Maybe, honestly, maybe Fnatic did something similar to this. Prowler. And then obviously if the Prowler doesn't hit, I reckon they ult Sands, and then the Ray sends it over towards Sands.
I love the initial setup. Like, even though it didn't work, the Rolling Thunder pushing the player out of main into the players.
Yeah, they're just doing off the Prowler info.
It's beautiful, but then they also have the second layer of, okay, if we can then get Dish, I can now put my lockdown into play, and it covers so much of the site. We've already cleared the 1 angle they can fall back into. Just a nice setup off the
Dude, I
back
feel
of
like every time we go to the
especially after your
camis,
opponent's just
sinking
taken
lower
the
and
ball,
lower.
Just got a buyback on the board. That's the perfect round to go, okay, let's throw 2 ults in and just guarantee a round for us.
They knew the ults they were up against. It was going to be a difficult round.
That's a nice start. Another eco where they managed to pick up a gun.
We don't expect to have much to say about, but it started out with KC's opening pick. The rifle was even retrieved by
and then we
Martin.
insta-TP out of there.
Is the sole A site defender. Spikes outside. It can go either way for GX. Right now, they're looking for somebody to make a mistake.
Definitely a patient stance from GX, not wanting to overplay their hand, and all online in the form of
Okay,
Cloud.
that's info of 2. Curve 4 means he has to send it out of there.
They won't want to use them in a round like this, but if it keeps them
This keeps happening.
extending their lead, could be
Pressure,
everything. Now, they
over-rotate,
completely abandoned
luck.
this A site, almost just looking to
Yeah,
play
I feel
that
like we've seen this
retake.
round before.
Cloud has more than capitalized. He's walked all the way up into the site.
Seconds left.
Well, that plan's been
Jesus,
very
look at this
outside.
sense.
Martin,
Planted.
as a friend with
What
him,
a
Sadik
it looks
Flash,
looks outrageous.
ready to be deployed. They've lost Aves. The op now spotted. Flash. It's gone through. Sadik's fired. A big swing comes in, but Sadik is caught off. The Flash not enough to get past that orbital strike. Later on, Martin steps in. His HP slowly coming back to him. Good damage done. But they need that little bit more. The
Dude,
low
that
HP
Tevo was
player
great.
slips
Tanked
away.
2 of
In
them.
fact, both do. Resetting. They have all the time in the world. There's no way that KC can get on that
2
spike
ultis
in
into
time,
it, so maybe
without being
K-Corp will be
misplaced.
happy with
They've
that,
made
but
read. Martin might just
Seven's
save this rifle.
seven's really nice.
Goes out to look for the punish and gets it. Okay, 1 extra kill, 1 extra orb.
Get
His
it up
teammates
to
go
9.
down to the spike.
Yeah, that's the thing. All in all, it's not an awful round for KC. Like, you look at the scoreline, you look at how the way is going, and you go, okay, they're going to want to get a little bit more from that. But you bait out 2 ultimates, you take down 2 players. When you only have pistols, it's really not bad. It sets them up.
Did they ever
nicely
save
going forward.
the
There
rockets
are
for the kill drop
0
previous round?
ultimates
Yeah,
that are
pretty
even
much.
close for the side of GX, and yours are all starting to build up online. The problem,
15
though,
to
is just
5.
that 7-3 in the lead. We've seen much
And it's gonna be the
closer
first time where
majority of this
we
game.
see a
GX coming
duel
to the
over
9-3 half.
towards
I am definitely
trees into the
fearful
bonus.
that KC
And they've been
will be able
faking
to
this
do it on
out
the
a
attack.
good amount of times. Like, they've been doing this util but not actually sending it.
7
This is the
rounds
first time that they've
so
actually put
GX
bodies
looking
behind
to
this for a
add
while.
to that tally. Operator in play
Instant
for Purple as a
reaction
backup. That's how much
after losing this bit of map
credit
control.
GX has.
But Giants is
Swapped it
to
back over,
descend
now
it.
he'll
Camera
look to
spots
enter
4.
with the rifle.
And Martin kills 1. Surely this is the round that they win.
Cage will be destroyed. No one's there to capitalize on it, having to give up all control over the site. GX are 1 man down with Westside out of the round, but they have played
Tamazi
the
doesn't
A
have
side.
molly,
As
so they
a
don't have
result,
any
the
post-plant
hard play
pressure,
from
so they just
KC.
got to duel out.
Going to be a little late as well with Martin coming to dish. He has the ult to re-clear this, and I think he's going to use it.
That's the thing. There is very, very little control currently available for GX. They almost feel like they have to go proactive, and they already should have.
No way.
Well, it's
I thought he would be
eventually
good
that
for
spin
1 at least there.
to take down the close man, Amor Tamazi. He might want to try and take this one off his opponents, but it would have to be an utter miracle. In fact, he is completely trapped with the entirety
Okay.
of KC.
Not
on
a,
that side.
not a
There is
bullet
that
of damage
resurgence,
done onto
there
this
is
one.
that response. Can they bring this back to just 2-round difference?
That great ultimate from Martin. Calls were fantastic as well. After opening pick, no need to overextend or give them picks back. We've seen that happen. In so many of the last rounds where often they had a disadvantage and people were overextending. Not going to happen here in the bye round. And then once the ult goes in, everyone's scrambling. Guided salvo,
that was nice,
causing
though.
problems. There was already a flash down. It's just a disaster if you're sat on that side being surrounded and overwhelmed by
Oppo
that
gets
utility.
the
The
attack
kills come
up
in.
back
The round
out.
that's in it, Sadik ends up coming out with a rolling thunder. Last round as well. So you'd expect to see that ult put to good use.
There's a chance, maybe. You get the Armageddon. You can retrieve an orb or 2. Fact is, though,
Does Papa have a
Just being
backup
that
gun
little
or
bit more
not?
patient. Now we've seen Westside is attempts at lurking.
Gets a little bit
I
quiet,
think have
and we just
failed
insta
fairly
drone to see if
miserably.
anyone is over towards A.
A
Can
lot of
keep
what
the
he has to
heavier
do is
stack
try
over
and
towards
hold on
B.
to one portion of the map.
Dude, looking like a 4-person
After what's
stack.
been A
Astra's
hit
super
after
committed.
A hit, both
They got
machines
breach
now
ult if
set
they
up
want a
solid
flood over
attempts
towards
to
the site
beat.
once the smoke goes down.
Yeah, big rotation from KC.
Dude, smokes
Aves
go
used
down.
his
I'm kind of
stealth
fine
mode
for you to
clear
use the
a
breach
nade. Now
ult.
he's here, ready to help out with the B hit, and it's a good thing too because it starts with Elite going down. Aves though, the extra numbers not quite expected. He's going up.
They both had
But
shorties.
he's the one that's gunned up. Yeah, well, the shorty doesn't quite need accuracy, Tom, especially not when there's 2 of them up that close. Sadik and Martin. Sadik make that all by his lonesome.
Surprise Giants won this really. I think they could have popped the breach ult earlier so more of them can flood over towards sites and then the smokes are all used. And they can't exec anywhere again. And what are they just going to flood out of heaven?
How do you even get past this corner?
Okay, really, I mean, it's a very, very nice half from Giants.
A fantastic end to
Still a good amount of EG Fnatic stuff, but why wouldn't you?
You're not going to shake your head at that one.
Absolutely a streak of rounds for them. We'll see how half 2 fares after the break.
Yeah, looking rough for the coaches. Let me mute broadcast again. Attack? Yeah, attack should be pretty nice with this comp. But, I mean, they also should have got way more on this defense. I thought with this comp they probably would have done more aggro pushes. Like, we didn't see a topside crunch once. The only time they topside crunch is when they were eco and they wanted to push out. The breach damage with the breach short? Yeah, that would have farmed him. I think there's multiple ways that they could have played the breach short round. Aren't you scared that now Bacon is the coach? He could unveil to the world that I was a fraud. Mate, I've been waiting 2 years for that, but it hasn't happened yet. So I guess we see what happens again this year. Maybe this year's the year. Who's the next game? We got Fnatic and Navi.
Back, folks. 8-4 to GX. When we get back into things, we're going to see this final half of the series.
That's true, Sam. That is true.
Bind and Lotus. Bind, quite a close affair, and it could have already been 2-0. No doubt. That's what GX were thinking coming into this map. But now, with 8 rounds on the board coming into the next half, Tom, it's fair to say, KC, they're going to need that second pistol round if we're going to have hope for the comeback.
Well, I would say more so. Let's hope that
yes, I did,
for
Royal.
the attack, because
absolutely,
otherwise they really are in trouble. Because a lot of what we've seen so far is, you'd think back to the likes of Foot and the way Mr. Farland was using it fantastically on defensive setups and delay and denial. We didn't really see too much of that.
No.
And now
4-1 for the Pistols.
Has a real chance to make things
feeling like they need to get this to 5-1.
Exactly that.
Damage goes behind Tamazi.
They think it's clear because of the guided salvo, and now they found out a little bit more occupied than they thought. Down go the smokes either side, and the spike in the
sure,
open.
I fully understand that
Big north
damage.
side push. I think it might have been spotted just seconds ago. Sagetsu went in for the peek, and indeed, they've got the info. Execution.
Didn't realize the second one was there.
Maintains north side control. Spike
comes down to the 2v2.
Down, but we're into a 2v2.
Yeah, Runner's there to try and hold on to some sort of semblance of control. Has Cloud alongside him. These were the two that had that interplay a few rounds ago to close out another for this squad. On the other side, Martin, he definitely has been the sort of pinnacle for this squad so far. 45 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time to play with, but it's about isolating
nice shot.
one of those duels, and Elite is clean with it.
Let's see it, Cloud 1v2. Could win your team the map.
The superstar of the last map. Cloud, the IGL, trying to hold that line, trying to force him into an awkward battle. And, well, it might become that little
They've
bit
got a fade eye, though.
They've stolen the spike.
Gate crash from Martin brings him straight to the site for a quick attempt at a plant. It's a fake. They want the fight, but in fact, eventually
okay, nicely done. It is a great shot from Elite to allow that to be a lot easier.
Much better. 8-5.
Thought he was going to be tempted once the cage came up to use the fade eye earlier, but
as you said, Tom.
Excuse me. Hasn't happened for a while.
They went up 2-0, and well, we all saw it 8-4 at the halftime. So there's plenty more to be done. But like you said, like
did any cancel the plant? Oh, is that what that was?
Casey with plenty of time to craft how this map was going to look. To me, their attack side is where they will be scary.
I mean, you would be annoyed though. 5-1 with the pistols. Like, how are Giants still in this?
Pistol bar one has gone the way of KC, which if you look at the series as a whole, really does show GX have been better in the high rounds. Obviously, they lost the second round in one of those, but the point still stands.
The trip might have saved him.
An aggressive pinch attempted, but a quick retreat from the side of KC, not wanting to get caught by that aggression, will now look to wrap back around.
No, guys, you don't go heaven against Eco. Everyone knows that rule.
Maybe they're gonna think better of it. It looks like they have a solid idea that somebody is up there, and now they're running back the other way.
Yeah, this was all just a ruse, noise being made so that the rotation could find a much more open site. In these rounds, typically defense with classics, you're going to be much more willing
that's a gun.
to rotate early off minimal information. So they just killed Martine and took a rifle. This does get a little bit more spooky. Sugetsu misses the shot. He's got one bullet left. He's stunned up and on his way back to site. That outlaw not going to be as dangerous.
Mate, you got a place to start on here. Yeah, okay.
Classic thankfully shut down. If Cloud finds that kill, this round unravels very quickly. Instead, all they have to be cautious of is the heaven play. Flash is even a little early, and a lot of the players aren't blinded by it, so easy cleanup. Yeah.
From a very dangerous scenario to one
got me a little bit worried, to be honest, once the gun came down.
Lose a pistol, that's absolutely fine for the side of KC. So they've got their conversion. That's now both pistols, both conversions, and they're currently sat on 6 rounds. This is where we see if that attack is something that we should be excited for, or if GX might just be, again, just looking better at this point.
Well, that's it. Like you said, the rifle rounds they've been picking up. You look back, even the pistol round in the second map on Lotus, we opened up. KC win, it's an immediate fight back. GX have just looked like such a brawly team so far. And now KC, 2 rounds behind, rifles in hand. Gonna try to make this one work. It is a bonus, but...
Yeah, bonus, and they just go for the fast strat. It's rare that teams do this with an Astra, but we cover it up by using the cage on Heaven, and then we trip it. Damn, bro. Oh my god, he's got another one in him. Well, there goes Giant's fast buy rounds.
He's got those.
What do they use Heaven at the beginning to make sure they don't go here? I would love to watch this round back again. It looked nice though. Smoke, smoke, cage. But then maybe they have like breach damage to make sure they don't go Heaven to do the cage. I'm not sure. Either way, it was cool. This flash from Martina was great as well. They absolutely tanked it, so we got the first kill.
Either gonna have the stun put through to force you off angles. You could have the same with like an aftershock.
Back in the game, I mean, the money's through the roof. With 3K on top of this, it's already really high.
And when you pick up the pace like they just did, you could tell the players on site were not
ready.
We
got Euro as well if they want it.
Oh, absolutely not. This man was a little bit too aggressive for their liking. Round falls to KC as a result. Those 2 rifles still.
Squishy Bear, hello. Hello, hello.
At least for GX. But like we said, this right here was a bonus round, if you want to call it that. It's one where they still came in with plenty of ability to fight. But it wasn't needed.
Ooh, I didn't see that stun before. That was nice.
Flash out of the smoke, and then frankly just blind fire. He heard bullets. You heard the bullets fired right back, and it was wonderfully connected. Now, as these barriers go up one more time, Tom, GX.
What's he calling him? Bobby.
If they lose this one, it's 8-8 with economy in the bin.
Oh, well, that's one hell of a spot. 3 players already seen pushing that south side of the map. As you mentioned, this isn't
Eng showing emotion. Dude, he's been showing emotion recently. You get a replay, like one replay every best of 3 where he like celebrates it a little bit.
Guaranteed, and with so many deep positions already being held, this could be a tough one.
For a 5v5, seeing this many players in B main and
okay, we definitely got to keep an eye on Elite, because Elite's play here to late push through is going to be everything. Does Cloud just hold this the whole time? Wait, how are there no kills there? I think the bullets are on.
It's Sugetsu who's picking up the pieces. That's 3 already. He'll be put to bed. But
yeah, and Elite absolutely popped Cloud down to 5 HP as well.
And there it goes, buying even more for this squad. And with 5 health and a 1v2, there is no way.
I like it as well. You do 1 on the spike, 1 close in case they go over towards Heaven to try flush you out. That was nice. Let's see Sugetsu's POV.
GX's economy in the bin.
And that one does just feel like maybe Westside was a little bit too late to the party. They had the full team making their move back through B main, and he is sort of sat there almost waiting to get the response. But
that was so good.
if you've lost half your team, that response is no longer valued.
You think Teo is not as good as we thought? No, Teo's incredible. It's just that some teams don't really get it. The Americas teams have really got it down.
Guided salvo to claim the space, but Sugetsu's the one to claim the kill. This is a very light investment from GX, so that Outlaw just needs to connect one bullet onto anybody on the defensive side, and they will be out of the round. GX. Yeah, they get aggressive and then pump the brakes. Move back in the other direction and gamble. I like this play. We saw it a couple times not work in the first half and in the previous map, but they have made the right call.
I think as KC have been very happy to go back and forth across the map if they run into too much resistance.
Yeah, I like how K-Corp play some of their Anticos. Obviously, I didn't like the one with Lotus. They give Sugetsu like enough time to have picks. Like they're always like taking a little bit of map control, cut sound, wait for them to get ANSI to try to get info. So he normally gets like one shot. Very, very nice. Okay. Does Pipson call a timeout for this Byron?
Big kills for Sadik as well, just 2 away from Rolling Thunder being online. KC have claimed the lead back after oh so long being in the dust of GX. 5 rounds in a row. Confidence has to be sky high, and for GX, you've got to start to feel a bit deflated. Not because of this round.
He's spinning around. Spinning around, headshotting everyone.
You can look past that, but it's the 4 before. It's how we've ended up here. It's the lead slipping out of your hands, and it's Zeiss sitting up in his chair again. He's not lying down. He's not reclined, and that's how you know the game plan starting to look a little sharper.
I think you could make a graph of KC's success just with where he sat in the chair. Like, the further up he sits.
Angle of success.
How high are his hands on his head? That's how frustrated. But yeah, from basically being dominated in the first half, like you win pistol and you only get 2 rounds. Other than that, everything else was dominant. To in the lead within a matter of seconds, blink and you miss it. This is now the real danger zone for GX. We were talking about the fact that KC could go from being the winners of kickoff one year to
everyone thought the drone or would be the best part of KO's kit. I don't think so. I think everyone knew it was the damage from day one.
We're champs before, and sure, we might not be talking about the exact same roster.
The damage was always the most broken bit.
It's the plans behind the scenes, and well, they've only gotten more dangerous with time, you'd imagine.
The one man's doing pretty well.
And this is the thing, though, Tom. Look, you look at Martine right now, and sure,
K-Corp using Euro on every map looks like that.
Puts a decoy in a flash and kills 3 people, half of them through smoke. 1.5 people through smoke. But the other thing is that
Agent is overrated, underrated. Honestly, Astra's still. I still feel like the Astra pick rate's relatively low to what I thought it would be. I say obviously we have one Astra here, but I think the Astra's really legit. Okay, Sadok's 1 away from this one as well, so they could try get another orb.
This is orbs, yeah. Just taking that early control, using the stuns, using the salvo, like these are all things they're going to get back. So they basically commit something that costs them nothing. They then get it back later in the round, and they have an orb for it. And if Sadak can get,
they haven't really
be the Rolling Thunder available to him.
Created any pressure elsewhere, so there's no reason for this 3 to rotate.
The majority of players there with nothing else really being spotted elsewhere to drag them away.
Drone goes in. I mean, this is going to be able to get all the way over towards site. Yeah, we're just clearing this box close. That's nice. Can take a lot of space with this. I don't really know what the plan is unless it's like reach, damage, stun, Teo damage, Astro. There must be some kind of combo on site here. Yeah, the damage did a good amount to west side. Okay, honestly, the util looked pretty good. Nicely done from Cloud. He fragged out heavy. Didn't love it. Didn't love it from K-Corp, but I would love to have seen the guys on site because they got tanked down to 40 and 60, I think.
from Cloud.
the util.
That's the thing. Like, you always look at this man to be able to take into his own
69
hands.
across.
They do well to clear the bottom of the site with the salvo, but he's able to just stay alive on top. Maybe a little bit of an oversight as the rest of the team are able to rotate in, especially with how isolated they were. A little bit troublesome.
But it's just the fact that Runner took this crazy risk to, he realized my
lose
teammates
one
in
and
trouble, my teammates
instantly.
fighting. I can stand here and say, oh dude, there was a wall. I was smoked out. What am I supposed to do? Or you can step in, get involved. He does that, and he dropped Martin. We didn't see it from Martin.
What can they talk about here? I mean, they got a lot of space. They have a lot of
ults. I think
ults.
he was just about to dome Cloud. He gets that kill. I have no doubt he resets, gets Runner when he comes through.
Chat, did they find out that the op was here? I'm not even sure the op had a shot here.
That's why we love the guy. Played his role, got his 2, and that allowed Cloud to get his 3.
This is an immediate response, though. Like, that's the thing. We talked about...
Everyone's aim this year is unreal. Yeah, that's actually true.
Okay, I don't even want to let it get
What's the pistol record? 5-1.
Where streaks of rounds started to go, even in the last half, the same. I want to make sure that we get right back on the horse. Because, again, your economy is in a fantastic spot right now. You're looking at every single player going into this round having close to max cash. You don't want to allow GX to get ramping again, because we've already seen that. Purpo and Tamazi are still up there in terms of the kills. Cloud coming online, it's always a scary prospect. So if they can use those couple of ultimates that they currently have, the second that changes, it's about to flip.
I'll never get on the server anymore now.
1 or 2 away for the side of GX.
Just because my aim must be so bad these days.
Very much swap over to the other side. KC quite quickly putting the pressure on. Rolling Thunder comes through on B, but this is the round that GX
Oh, that's a really important kill. Yeah, and they use breach short, but they don't have too much map control. But the afterplant should be pretty legit. Gotta keep an eye on Teo. Teo needs to make no risks, really. Wait, what ult are we doing? Oh, ults take a bit of space.
The Armageddon comes through to do, not going to land much, but they're hoping.
They worked pretty nice because they got their smoke down, but they didn't punish them as they burst through the smoke. Yeah. It was a really nice idea, to be honest, to get some map control. And they got unlucky that no one was here, and then the smoke was good. Then no one watched the smoke.
All the way to the end zone flawless. This squad was on top.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't even need to breach flash it. Oh, they did breach flash it. Okay, well then, shout out to that. Wait, who enough is the breach?
And Pipson, I think, is also sat there going, well, now I get the chance to think of what you're going to do. They avoid the Rolling Thunder, they push, they clear one.
I can't even remember who the breach is. Runner? Okay, shout out to Runner.
We need to take control of the middle of the map. There's 3 players, or no, 4 players. 1 north side, 3 south side. It's only Purpo that's under pressure. He tucks in, plays it safe, and makes sure that there's nothing.
Yeah, rough round for K-Cop to lose. Giants in control. Got all the ults for this.
Perfect read. And again, now the ultimate economy is in their favor. Last round was sort of the last point, at least for a round or 2, where it's going to be the other way around.
Well, Armageddon put in by Aves as well, right? You know,
and Rolling Thunder.
Sadek at the start of the round, Rolling Thunder that doesn't hit, that's always a gamble, but usually one you'll find at least some reward for.
They use Rolling Thunder and the defense got a kill.
Yeah, immediately. Before the Thunder
but Giants still did pretty good on that round. They played all off of the site. They were pretty proactive.
You can see that with Tamazi. Tamazi's he's been very keen to fire out these ultimates. Sees contact and he's immediately on it.
He's a duelist.
Ready to quickly flick it on the map. We'll see if he can manage this one.
Okay.
As soon as they see that north side play, that orbital strike seems to be coming down.
Martin.
Okay, one in heaven. One in heaven.
Gone all across the map to get this one online.
The great stun. Oh man, that was nice.
That is Cloud completely isolated. Orbital strike though. He's just going to die to it. He didn't want to
Tail rockets to break the ult.
And now the lockdown is going to make things really awkward. 30 seconds left. They can plant just at the back of that site. Well, in fact, it's going to be denied.
Goodness, nice shot.
Has just come up with 2 huge kills. This is
what was that?
For the side of GX as the IGL looks.
What the hell? He's fragging everyone. The second shot must have been sick.
The conclusion is an understatement. 4 kills. He was walking around that site on his own. And a little bit of cover.
Yeah, I had a load of one-tap in here. Oh, that stun on top was really good. Okay, give me the second shot. Oh, it was way better than what I thought. Oh my god, it was way better than what I thought.
He's in a death match.
It felt like he had the stun initially. Okay, we didn't get to hear what he said. He had the stun initially to set up Martin. Martin dies and he goes,
that was incredible.
Now.
I got this. I got this. Oh, Purpo. Now this is an annoying thing to run into at all. Oh,
oh boy.
Thought it was Purpo. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Runner.
honestly, it could have gone worse than that. Sadak is a monster at the moment. Opened it up a little bit. We have got a free site here. They got a breach ult to retake.
Quiet, silent hero. This time it's more direct, and it gets the Rolling Thunder online and ready. Casey.
Yeah, we got. I mean, must have some smokes, right? Stars. Okay, one on site to try planting. Okay, it's not gonna be a great plant.
Trying to find a safe spot. Stun will go in.
It was nice though. Yeah, and he TP's out instant knowing that they're gonna ult site. I feel like a lot of this comes down to Elite. How many brim smokes we got? Oh, no brim smokes? Okay, Elite can just frag out. Fade spots him. Well, he kind of committed too much.
The speedy approach working out with runners triple on the board. It's Sagetsu who has to clutch it out again.
Very nicely handled. Shout out to Runner.
Players between him and the diffuser. It's 11 for the defensive side as GX claimed the lead back. Very close.
Had to mention him. I mean, he was the person that could win the round. It's just that he really committed, and there's just 3 people watching him.
Back and forth throughout this series, the minds behind the scenes working wonders with the pauses.
The breaches, yeah, the breaches are fragging out.
On the fly adaptations, and then so many big individual plays with incredibly cool combos.
Money's relatively good for everyone. Tamazi would struggle a little bit, but where's Purpo going? Oi, Purpo. Give me the Purpo POV. He's about to get stunned, I think.
Points. The other team, oh, they get nothing.
Yeah, more time to work on stage 1, I suppose. Not
Very
much of an
long
upside. Yeah. Be a few meta shifts before then, perhaps.
Like this from Giants, though. They see damage early. We Prowler in reaction down towards south side, pushing Dish the whole way. Like Cloud is about to clear all of this. Does he keep going? Oh my god, he's going for a big play. And they're kind of waiting. Does he push? Okay, he doesn't push too much. So that's very nice. They can hold down A with 2.
Vitality one ran the distance.
This one looking like it's going to do the same.
Chad, if they walk south side, he would absolutely own them.
KC being the former champions of kickoff.
Sorry, north side.
Spot. They don't want to go out in the bottom.
Purpo might be in trouble here. Rolling Thunder this time.
Purpo is completely in trouble.
So much utility putting completely
might have to no scope. Love the shorty.
But they haven't been able to get towards him.
Tries to give him a smoke. He's safe. Inside his teammates smoke. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Can he get another? Yes, he can. Beast. This was cool. This was Tamazi's smoke. Tamazi just dropped in a smoke on his head as well.
He was quick with the orbital strike, quicker with the smoke, and that may just have gotten them the round.
Very nice. 2 chances. We've been here before on Bind though.
2 in a row to bring us to overtime. A 3rd map OT, something they're more than familiar with.
Cloud, yeah, Cloud silent MVP on this one. Had full map control. Got one of the important kills. Once they're focusing on hitting site. Dude, I mean, that was sick. That smoke for him to hide him was awesome as well. It was a great reaction.
There's no role this young man can't play. 19 and 14 on the Brimmy. But as you said, that round was not about the kills. It was about the support that he laid down. 12 to 10. Sadak stunned. There isn't going to be any pressure put off it. Just the control held. But it is a much more patient hold in this round from the side of KC, waiting to see if there is any level of aggression. Ultimates in this round may not even play a part. Martin pretty close. Purpo the closest for his squad. But none of them actually ready. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of the time we've seen ults used to pad the gap and it hasn't worked. It's been the other team's adaptations that have taken them home.
I have the spike.
They've picked their poison. The A site, west side. The player.
East side of the map.
That's where they are going to play.
Cloud's fade eye here might be insanely important.
So much for the defensive players. They have 2 chances.
Because once they exec, this fade out in sight might be everything. You play in front of the smoke. Yeah.
TP hasn't worked out. Martin, big player for the side. Someone else has to step it up to keep KC's dreams alive.
Love this from Tamazi, by the way, as well. Just him and Cloud the whole time descending it out. 25 seconds. Elite made it doable.
Damage on Tamazi, but the spike is in the open.
Oops.
They have 20 seconds left to get onto that site. And the gamble.
Might have to cage to try, dude. You gotta send this cage. Try to get it. Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Very nice from Giants.
And with him, the hopes of this round
K-Corp knocked out.
15 to 10, 2 to
Fair play,
1.
man. Fair play to Giants. Big win. Big win.
KC, they started at the top, and now they're here. Tamazi sending his former team out.